of Scripture. 500 and some change years later, around 600 and something or other, a little Arabic guy by the name of Muhammad wrote a book called the Quran. And in that book, Muhammad was well versed in Torah. He had studied the Christian writings. So he writes a book called Quran, and well, the Torah doesn't have the name of God. None of the Christian writings have the name of God. Hey, Aramaic here says Eloha. So that must be the name of God. So he takes an Arabic translation of the Aramaic Eloha, which means Elohim, and says Allah is the name of God. And now we have a group of people who are attacking everybody, saying you have to believe in Allah. You have to believe in Allah. But yet, Elohim tells us in Exodus 20, says, I am Yehovah, your Elohim. You shall have no other Elohim before me. When I answer your question, it is not so much that they transgress, they remove the name of the most powerful entity in existence and beyond from the book that he entrusted them with. And because they did that, until they recognize that and make teshuvah, they're going to come under a whole lot of bad things.
Does that tie, though, direct as well with the fact that 80, 90%, whatever, are not even believers?
We have...
They have their, you know, they're still the customs and tradition, but they're not believers.
We can tie that in. We have nothing particular to believe in. We have nothing particular to tie to. So now, what am I believing in? I'm believing in a bunch of stuff that my grandmother and my grandfather believed in, but I have this really cool job at Motorola. This is my God. And I'll go over to Mom's house for Shabbat dinner. And on Yom Kippur is the one day of the year that I'll go to synagogue. Exactly.
Yeah.
The majority
like
of Jews.
Christian practitioners.
The majority of Jews.
The majority.
Are atheist or agnostic.
Correct.
The majority of Christians
Abandon the name and the faith and the...
we don't have anything, so it's the Lord, the Lord, the Lord. And now in Brit Hadashah, where you have the name of Yehovah that's used extensively in the Gospels, is used extensively in the epistles, is simply written out as the Lord. Well, Yeshua is also called the Lord, so which Lord are we talking about? And now you have a confusion that we are no longer calling on the name of Yehovah our Elohim. Now we're confusing the Word with the one who put the Word into effect. And that's where we're at. And until Malachi, Malachi is, I guess, most people's favorite book to say, you got to tithe. Malachi says that if you don't tithe, you're robbing God. But they don't bother to look in Malachi that Malachi is talking about exclusively esteeming the name of Yehovah Elohim. That is what Malachi is all about. Joel tells us that those who call on the name of Yehovah will be saved. Peter tells us that those who call on the name of Yehovah will be saved. Paul tells us those who call on the name of Yehovah will be saved. What part of that don't we understand? Anyway, there's my soapbox. I'm done. All right.
Very good. Thank you.
Amen.
Groovy.